we're going to be talking about if we could get more Lamborghinis inside of Driving Empire, but before we do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, when Driving Empire revealed that they had licensed Lamborghinis, they did say that they wanted to license more Lamborghinis. Now, originally, when Lamborghinis were added, we had the Temerario. Well, that came second. First, we technically had the Urus, and then the Temerario came along, and these were just partnerships with Lamborghini. Lamborghini was having an event on Roblox, and they wanted promotion through Driving Empire, so it was just a partnership. But then Driving Empire came along and surprised us with 4 licensed Lamborghinis, this SVJ, the STO, and the Revuelto, and the Temerario GT3. Now, unfortunately, the Temerario GT3 here and the STO were Robux, but they do want to use the Robux to spend on more licensing. That's why they're Robux. They're trying to charge Robux, basically, for those cars, because Robux are what make them a profit. And then they'll turn a profit basically off the money they spent on licensing those Lambos and license even more for you guys. That's kind of their plan. So they do want to add more. So could more come? Absolutely. Now let's talk about what Lamborghinis could come and even what could change with the Lamborghinis we already have, because I can confirm there are some changes coming to these. I'll kind of try to showcase them a bit later, but let's talk about what other Lamborghinis could come first. Alright, now let's go over some of the other Lamborghinis that I would love to see licensed in the game. I mean, let's just go over all the models we want. Now, we obviously want the OG Aventador. I got this, thumbnail from YouTube of someone who had all the Aventadors raced, basically. So this is all the Aventadors, and keep in mind, there's Roadster variants of all of these too, so we could get all the coupes and all the Roadsters if we really want a ton of Lambos. So we could get Aventador and then the Roadster version, the Aventador S here, which is like similar to the Aventador but a bit different. You can see a bit more updated. And then obviously, we want the Roadster, the SV. Oh my goodness, this one might be my personal favorite. And then obviously the Roadster of that will be pretty crazy. SVJ we already have, but we don't have an SVJ Roadster, and an Ultimate, kind of like an SVJ without a wing. So that obviously, and then the Ultimate Roadster is possible. So that's just Aventadors alone we could already have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more Lamborghinis in Aventadors alone. That's 9 right there. Then we got Lamborghini Uruses. Okay, so looking into this, we got the Urus SE in the game already, right? But we don't have the normal Urus. Then there's a Urus Performante we could get, and a Urus S, which basically looks the same in my opinion, but I guess there's little minor differences. So that's 3 Lamborghini Uruses right there. So that's already 3 more. Then we got the Huracan model lineup. Now, we got a lot of Huracans. We got the OG Huracan and a Huracan Spider, obviously, of the OG. The Lamborghini Huracan Evo and Evo Spider. So this is the Evo Spider right here. I don't really got an image of the coupe ready, but yeah, you get what I'm saying here. The STO we already have. Well, here's the Evo coupe if you were wondering. Then we got the Technica right here, the Technica. Okay, so this one we could get, obviously, STJ. I literally forgot this one existed. You could get an STJ, a Huracan Storado, and a Performante and Performante Spider. I don't know if there's a Performante Spider image, but how many Lambos is that? Performante Coupe and Spider, Evo Coupe and Spider, what else? The original Coupe and Spider Temerario, wait, no, Temerario's the new one. The Technica I'm thinking of, Off-Road Storado. There's like 10 freaking Huracans total, basically, if we add them up. A lot of Huracans that could be added. Murcielagos, same scenario. We don't have any of these. We could have the OG ones, the pre-LPs, and then we could have the LP Murcielagos as well. The 50th anniversary Murcielago right here. Murcielago SV, and the Roadster variants of all the Murcielagos as well. So we got LP, LP Roadster, Pre-LP, Pre-LP Roadster, SV, SV Roadster. Did they make an SV Roadster? I'm not sure. And then 50th anniversary. That's 7 Murcielago models right there. So many Murcielagos they could get. And then we have all the classic Lamborghinis. I'm talking here, Countages. I think this is the most iconic one, so we would probably want this one. The Diablos, most iconic Diablo right here, so we'd want that one. Mura. Then the 350 GT, the OG Lambo. Then we got the Spider variants, of course, can't forget about those, the convertibles. So there's just so many classic Lambos as well. Wow, just look at these beauties. We got this thing. Where's the Espada? I don't know. There's that classic Espada. I only know that because the YouTuber Stradman had it. This is what I'm talking about, the Espada. I don't really care if we get this, to be honest, but for the Lamborghini lovers out there, maybe, just maybe you'd like that one. Then we got the Gallardos. Oh my goodness. We're up to like 30, 40 Lambos already they could add. We got so many Gallardos. We got the older classic Gallardo style. This is the classic one still. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. The more modern Gallardo, you can tell by the more aggressive front end and modern headlights. Differences kind of visible there. You can see the Super Leggera models. We got the newer Super Leggeras and then the Super Leggeras that were made off of the old ones. So, you know, a few Gallardo models they could add. And they could also add a Gallardo race car. I know this is just a body kit, but they could add the GT3 car. Oh my goodness. We missed out on a few, I'm not gonna lie. The Murcielago race car, we forgot about the Huracan race car, the Gallardo race car. That's 3 extras. Dude, there's so many Lambos they could add here. And then we got the hypercars, like the Veneno, Sion, Ascenza SCV12, the Revuelto. I would not consider a hypercar. I mean, technically it's a hybrid, but I don't know why Google says it's a hypercar. You know, I mean, what do you think? Comment down below, actually. Is it a hypercar? We got concept cars, too. Like, this concept Lambo would absolutely fit in Driving Empire. This concept Lambo would fit in Driving Empire. This concept Lambo would fit in Driving Empire. So, what I'm saying here is there's a lot of potential room for these cars. I feel like they could come. The Veneno Coupe and Roadster. The Centenario Coupe and Roadster. The Lamborghini SC63. I forgot about this. The SCV12. So many. There's so many Lambo hypercars. Sion Roadster right here for you. And I think we're missing some old ones like the Reventon and what's that other one called? Man, I forgot it. How did I forget it? Hold up, we have to find it now. The Lamborghini Sesto. How can I forget the Sesto? It's like, in my opinion, this looks like the Huracan before the Huracan came out, I think. It was like the hypercar they practiced the design on for the Huracan, because the Huracan ended up looking a lot like this. So I think this one's pretty cool. Full carbon. I think there's only quite a little bit of an amount in real life, like maybe 3 or so. The interior, very raw, very crazy on it. So yeah, those are all the cars I'm kind of thinking of. Now, let's talk about what changes we could see on the current Lambos in game. Alright, now when I say changes to the current Lambos in game, I'm kind of talking about a few details I went over with the devs. So basically, I asked the devs about some things I wanted to see changed with these current Lambos, and they said that they would implement some of these things when they get approval for body kits. Now, could they mean wide body Lamborghinis? I don't think so. I mean, if so, that's crazy, but I don't think they would just leak a detail like that. But there's a few changes I basically kind of requested that they would do, and some of them would be kind of involved with this body kits thing they're talking about, but it's not the body kits you're thinking of, I believe. So basically, when I say body kits, I don't mean like full wide bodies. I mean like little visual details. So like, for example, these carbon pieces here, maybe you could have them paint matched. And the SVJ sticker. Okay, so this is the first one I asked them to change. So I asked that so you could customize the color of the J to be any color you want. That's Lamborghini color. So that would be something you could probably do in body kits. So you know, just changing the J sticker color right there. And you know, that's one of the things I requested, but I requested a few more. So another one was changing the red on this Lamborghini logo in the SVJ interior to be the color of your stitching. Like, originally it was red, and I think they just made a mistake with the model, accidentally keeping that red there. And then another thing, especially with my SVJ, personally, I care about is having every caliper color possible, because right now we're limited, and the closest thing we got to my paint color is that blue. Now, I like the SVJ personally with all blue stuff matching, so the blue interior, blue paint, and blue calipers, but I can't because we don't have the right shade of blue here, as you can see. So maybe in the future they're going to be adding it so you can add more caliper colors to your SVJ. Now, for another body kit type of thing is on the STO. So in real life, you could have a sticker package on the STO, and in game, I think they're gonna try to make that as a body kit, probably where the stickers are. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like the little hexagon details on it, basically. So those are kind of the body kit things we're talking about having on the cars. Now, another thing I'm thinking they're gonna change to fix soon is having customizable interior on the Revuelto. Right now, it's stuck orange, but hopefully they will change that soon so we can make some cool specs. But I do think that's going to be everything for today's video. Comment down below which Lambos do you want to see come, and what changes do you care about most to the current Lambos in game. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate it. Subscribing, the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here. YouTube thinks to like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.